Hi, it's Jody Medell, Doctor of Physical Therapy and Transformational Coach. Today, I want to wear my hat as a transformational coach and share with you some thoughts I have about the craziness and the chaos that we are experiencing in the world around us today. And that's especially true in the United States. So I feel, and I have been experiencing through my exchanges with my patients, just the ramping up of fear, the ramping up of instability, the ramping up of reactivity. And so what I want to give to you today are some of the techniques that I use to get back into my heart space, to get back into my ability to be a sovereign being. This 3D world that is around us, where the chaos keeps escalating, is simply a distraction to take us away from our ability to be heart based, our ability to be our own sovereign being. The chaos in the world is asking for us to be in and of the world. It's bringing our awareness to all that which is external to us. And if we're not careful, and if we're not empowered and in our own power, being our sovereign being, we can be washed away by all that's going on out there because we're giving our power away to that which is outside of us. So I encourage you to really spend time in quiet thought, in meditation, in prayer, in the shower, under the water, in a bathtub with water around you, hopefully an Epsom salt or sea salt. I hope that you can spend time really feeling into your heart. What does your heart feel like? What is it that makes you feel joy and at peace? What brings you back to you? Some of the techniques that I use to be mindful, to get myself out of the film that's going on in the world outside of me so that I don't become that drama, so that I can observe the drama and not have it change my beingness, my ability to be a sovereign being, my ability to be empowered and in my own true power. Some of the techniques that I use are kind of silly, but I think they work. One is when I'm in my car, that is a huge trigger. I am pedal to the metal. I am point A to point B as fast as I can get there, as quickly and efficiently as I can get there. And if anybody dare cut me off, brake in front of me, slow down, or I just perceive them to be stupid drivers, I can really get annoyed. So what I've decided to do instead of that is the first cue is slow down. What is the rush? What difference does it make if I'm 1 to 2 minutes slower than I would be if I were super efficient, pedal to the metal? Nobody stopping me. What's the game there? What's that about? So the first cue is what? Slow down. Don't be in a rush. Challenge yourself. What difference does it make? And that in and of itself will get you to be the observer. Why are you in such a rush? What's going to happen if you miss that appointment time by a couple minutes? It's not a big deal. So, slow down. Number 2, breathe. Breathe. So many of us, especially if you've been through complex trauma, tend to hold your breath. Or we tend to hold our breath. And so I want you to just stop and pay attention to that. Are you holding your breath? that's kind of a sign that you're starting to get into that fight or flight mode. You're ready to go. Huh, let's do it. And when you breathe, you stop off all that amazing oxygen that can go and feed all of your cells and rejuvenate you. So breathe. When I'm in my car, instead of getting frustrated because there's a lot of traffic or I'm having to wait at a light or it's simply just slow going, I do breathing exercises. And I get focused on how many cycles I can get through the breathing instead of how long I'm waiting. And that just changes my whole perspective. And so the breathing technique that I like to use is breathing in for 4, holding for 4, exhaling for 4, and letting that sit for 4. And that's 4 seconds or 4 counts. So breathing in through my nose for 4 seconds, feeling that air in my lungs for 4 seconds, exhaling through my mouth for 4 seconds, and sitting with that space for 4 seconds. And I keep going through that cycle. And the fun part of that is you get to do more breathing exercises when you're stopped at the light longer or you're hitting multiple red lights. So it changes the whole dynamic of what that means when you're in your car. So that's number 2. Number 3 is simply stopping, pausing, stepping back, and putting on that lens of being the observer. So instead of getting engaged with a reaction, instead of allowing something outside of yourself, something external, trigger you and get you off of your flow of being in peace and feeling joy and being in your heart space, instead of allowing that external trigger to take you away from that, stop. Don't react. Find your power. Get back into your heart space. Observe what's going on. And if a response is needed, really let that response come from what you feel in your heart space. Look at, if it's a person, look at that other person through your spiritual lens or through that lens of identification. That ability to see that other person as being an extension of you. And instead of reacting with some ego-driven reaction that wants to one-up them or get back at them or just get angry, upset, lash out, respond through compassion. Respond through an inner knowing that we are all going through a lot right now and we're all easily triggered. Have compassion for that. Allow yourself that space to just stop. Observe what's going on. See that bigger picture and see if you can respond with compassion. And that response could be no response. That response could be simply walking away because there isn't something that's beneficial to be said in that moment. But it gives time to diffuse that energy, that negative energy. It allows time to just chill out. And again, get back into your heart where you can feel into that eternal joy, that eternal peace that resides with your sovereign beingness. It's not emotions that are up and down, that react to triggers. It's a constant state of being present. So, when the chaos is exploding all around you, it is the time to 1, slow down, 2, breathe, 3, observe that which is around you. And after that observation, respond in a way that is loving and filled with compassion, knowing that we're all in this together. And if together we can all be in our heart space and respond in a way that is loving, that's a game changer for the world. That's a game changer for each and every one of us, for our families and our friends, our community, where we live, and beyond to the world. All right, I hope this is helpful. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.